Today is our 4th annual Bagels and Burnouts contest here at Moto Exotica. People ask us why? Why? Because we can. I kind of picked a business where I can do what I want, when I want, as I want, and this is what I want to do. That's what I'm talking about. So here at Moto Exotica, we're the largest classic car dealer in the Midwest with over 250 cars in stock. We sell 35, 40 cars a month. And this is a machine that constantly needs to be fed. We move cars in, we move cars out. So anytime we go to auction, there is a little adrenaline rush, and let's face it, I mean, we're gypsies on the road, and part of what keeps us going and what fuels that is the need for another buy, the need for a sell, a deal.
I like dealing with Scotty because there's not a lot of bull. You know, he knows what's going on. He definitely knows what's going on. He knows where you're at, you know, what you're trying to do. You know, he's one of the guys that basically invented the game.
We're fishing now, we're fishing. So every time a car comes up on the block, right, you don't know who's out there. And it's the auctioneer's job to hook you up, no pun intended, while you're fishing, with a buyer. So you got your hook in the water and you're out there looking, right? You're starting in the basement. So if you want 40 grand, they're gonna start around 10,000, 10, 10, 10, 10, 25, 25, 30, 35, 40. Now you've only got about a minute to find somebody, maybe a minute and a half. That's your fun in the sun. And that's enough time to find out if there's somebody raising their hand or giving their nod or rubbing their nose or showing some interest at all.
Absolutely, I know a Scotty car. Something that's a different marquee, something that's different than a Chevrolet, a Ford, something that's a little strange, a little off the wall. I mean, it's like a magnet to him. You know he's going to get on it.
Yeah, you know, I don't mind people mentioning the fact that that's a Scotty car, and I'll tell you what a Scotty car is. When that car rolls up on the block and everybody starts laughing at it, all right, and it's like, oh, well, everybody else is kind of embarrassed to raise their hand because people are laughing. I don't have a problem with that. That just shows that they might not be all that knowledgeable about it at the time, or it's just a little too far out there for them. But once again, it comes down to the audience that's in a given auction at any given time. And those are physical people. But to tell you what, while there might be 300 to 500 people in that room, there's 7 billion people on this planet. And I'm always going to find that person that loves it.
I've known Scott Brandt for well over 20 years. I've known him really well from him doing business at our auctions, but I also met Scott a long time ago attending other auctions. So he's attended auctions. He's been a cornerstone of the collector car hobby for probably 25, 30 years. What I've always had tremendous respect about Scott is he always takes the risk on a unique piece of merchandise.
When that car comes up on the block, I look at that car, I assess the car, and within 30 seconds, I know whether I'm going to buy, bid, or pass.
Give me 84. I'll get it done.
They're pushing and pushing. I'm bidding against an alleged guy on the telephone, right? You know, the horns are honking and this and that. Meanwhile, the TV camera's in my face, the grinder is in my face, the ring man, and the ring girl. So they're both trying to get me to come off of where I was at.
He had a $100,000 reserve. He'll take it off at 85.
Dana walks up to me. He knows where his seller has got to be. And so, you know, I mean, 10% commission on $80,000, that's $8 grand. That's a lot of money. I do 85 in if that helps. No. I'm trying.
$85,000.
Give me 90 all in.
Everybody else could bid. 83.
That's a half a
85. 5 at 83, negative 85,000. 83. 85, negative 83.
87 and a half.
Negative 83, 85.
So at the end of the day, Dana comes to me with an offer. I countered him, and we made a deal.
I think he made one heck of a buy on it. You know, I think the rest of the crowd was asleep today on that car.
That was worth the trip. Buying that Pantera was worth the trip.